into it. Right, first up, Ole's last stand. Man United, you know, historically a big team. They just bought the arguably the best player in the world. They should be challenging for the league, should be challenging for the Champions League, should be in all the competitions, should be playing a certain type of football, should be doing well. All these things are all should be's, should be's, should be's. What is actually happening? The reality is Man United have 14 points from 24 games. They are currently sitting in sixth position, far away in terms of quality in competing with the best two teams in the Premier League, who are Chelsea and Man City, and even Liverpool. You know, Man United are nowhere close to competing for the for the Premier League. In the Champions League, they lost against Young Boys. They luckily, luckily won against Villarreal. They have a game coming up tomorrow against Atalanta. That is a must win. If they don't win that game, then they will have only have gotten 3 points from 3 games in the Champions League. So to say Man United are underperforming is an understatement. Now, what is the cause of this underperformance? This is where it becomes Ole's last stand for me. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an historic figure for Man United. He's the man that scored that winning goal in the Camp Nou against Bayern Munich to give Man United the treble. He is arguably the best super sub the team has ever had. He's a child of the club. Started as a youngster, grew to be a man. Um, Under the tutelage of the great Alex Ferguson, he always speaks about how the United way. So he seems to know what the United way is. He's a fan favorite. There's songs sung about him. You know, he's not a bad dude. He's like a very nice chap. He's like a very nice guy. You can hang around. Probably a nice guy you can hang around with. The issue is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not. Well, how to put this nicely? He's not a good coach. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not a good coach. He doesn't seem to have a grasp tactically of what the team must do, is doing, should do, will do, can do. And now I know it's easy to say that maybe I'm just grasping at straws, but if you watch the way he conducts his interviews, even his pre-match interviews or post-match interviews, he never speaks tactically. Um, Recently, the pre press conference he had today regarding the Atalanta game, he was asked questions regarding the Leicester game. What would he do differently? What happened in that game? And his comments were along the lines of, "We know what the problems are. We gotta work hard to fix them. We will do better." And that was it. There was no breakdown of the lack of defensive ability, lack of defensive awareness, the fact that the gap between the midfield and defense was too big, the fact that you couldn't get forward when he had the ball, the fact that whenever Man United had the ball, they were being pressed by Leicester and he had no way to go around that. He didn't discuss a single aspect of that. When asked what he's going to do about that Atalanta game, what his plans are, he said we plan to play well and we'll get a win. The boys can do it. They learn from mistakes. He can't pinpoint, he can't describe, he can't explain what exactly is the team supposed to do. Now, that could be him being shy, or what I think, he actually cannot do it. He doesn't know how to. He tactically he has nothing. He can't speak tactically, hence why the team plays in the way it plays. Now, another thing about the way Man United plays is, and it's a big belief of mine, a team takes on the personality of its coach. You see in the way Klopp carries himself. Klopp is a very aggressive, forward pressing man. You can see that he is in the embodiment of the Gegenpress. And how do Liverpool play? The Gegenpress. They press you. They keep pressure on you the whole time. And that's evident in the way that Klopp conducts himself. He's able to put across his personality into the team. Pep Guardiola, it's very clear what Pep likes doing. If you know Pep as a player, you even see the way his team plays. They play like Pep was as a player. Keeping possession, tiki taka. Those intricate passes. Even the way he speaks tactically, he explains all that, and the team takes on that personality. The team is hard to beat. You look at Tuchel. Tuchel is gung ho, bro. We gung ho. We defend hard. We score hard. We play hard, and you can see it in the way Chelsea play. It's very clear what he wants them to do. Man United are lackluster. They are slow. They are inept. They don't seem to have any play, any patterns of play. There's no triangles there. There's no pressing really. It's not really counter-attacking. It's like all it is. He's just bland. He's just a bland person. He's a bland person, he's a bland coach, and the team has now become bland because they've taken on his personality. And when I say it's his last stand, I mean just that. He's got 2 games to save his job, according to me. That the Atalanta game in the Champions League on Wednesday, and the Liverpool game on the weekend. If he doesn't win, that's what I'm saying to you. If he doesn't win both those games, I think Oles will be fired. And I would not be surprised by it. I would not even be upset about that decision. I mean, looking at a team like Man United, the quality that this team has, the potential that this team has, it should be playing much better than it is. And it's all down to this man and his inept coaching. It's only a matter of time before the players start turning on him. In fact, have a listen to this Paul Popper interview.
To be honest, um, we've been having those kind of games for a long time, and we haven't found the problem. We need to find what's the problem to concede goals, easy goals, say stupid goals. When we know those games, when you play in this pitch, the fan gonna push, gonna put pressure on us and everything. So you need to be more mature. I think we need to play with more experience, arrogance in a good term, meaning that we have to take the ball and play our football. But now you have to find what's the key of this change and this game that we lose, because I think we deserve to lose.
Now, Paul Pogba just stops shy of literally saying, "This man can't coach, and this is why we're playing the way we're playing." It's only a matter of time before more players are coming out, and it becomes a situation like how it was for Mourinho. Remember Mourinho's last few days? There was always lots of reports in the media about how unhappy the players were. And maybe, you know what, that's what this team needs to get saved from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because the owners themselves are never going to fire this man. He covers them up. He's a club legend. They like having him around. I don't see them firing him. And it really suits their purposes to have a club legend at the helm of the club, because he deflects. He takes a lot of the pressure himself, and they don't get called out for their rubbish. Because the real problem with Man United, yes, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but above that, it's the people who hired Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If you have a look at the track record of someone like Ed Woodward, ever since Sir Alex left, it's been bad decision after bad decision and downhill. Um, yes, they say he's leaving end of the season or whatever, but I mean that could not become soon enough, really. As long as the Glazers own the club, as long as Ed Wood is at the helm of the club, as long as Mertz is at the club, as long as Fletcher is in this club, McKenna, the coaches you have, McKenna and Carrick, the club is going nowhere. So yeah, it is always our stand. He has 2 games to save his job, and personally, I hope he fails, and I really hope this man gets fired, because as long as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is there, Man United is going nowhere. Mohamed Salah is the best player in the world. Look, I said this last time when I was doing Team of the Week, and I got a bit of backlash from some people, but I don't think there'll be any doubt right now. Currently, on current form, on current everything, Mohamed Salah is the best player in the world. If the Ballon d'Or was being decided today, he would definitely win it for me. He is doing amazing things. I mean, 7 goals in 8 games, 7 assists in 8 games as well. Big time player, big influence, scoring amazing goals. I mean, look at his goal against Man City, and look at his goal this weekend against Watford. Surrounded by players, still find a way to make the shot, and so score that. He's become essential to Liverpool. Whenever Liverpool score, he's on the score sheet. There's no game where he has not scored. It's really like it's or at least an assist. How much more do we need to realize just how good this man is? And it's so unassuming as well the way he plays. He's not a big star. He's not looking around, like Neymar, his hair dyed or whatever. He's just a simple guy going about doing his simple job of scoring the goals, being a talisman for his team, being a catalyst for his team's wins. I mean, if Liverpool didn't have Mo Salah, a lot of these games wouldn't go their way. They went through a really rough patch, and he was the only thing keeping them in these games. So yeah, that's my takeaway, guys. Mohamed Salah is the best player in the world. Dolly and Billat are finally clicking. Chiefs did something amazing this weekend. They won a game. and not just won a game 4-0, and without any referees decisions going in their favor. It's really an amazing weekend. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. On a more serious note, yes. Keegan Dolly has been showing the promise that he had before he left for France when he was still playing for Sundowns alongside Billat. Funny enough, he was showing that he's been showing a bit of that promise and that he really could rekindle it. He has officially rekindled that form. An amazing performance against Sheffield United on over the weekend. Two goals, an assist. And both of his assists, funny enough, both of his assists came from Billiards, and his assist was for Billiards. So you see that him and Billiards, they're clicking, guys. They're coming together. Dolly even said that on the pitch they seem to just have this way of communicating, and it's really starting to show now for Cheese. If they can maintain this going forward, then only good things are here for this team, and maybe it might be able to get back to where it's supposed to be. So yeah, Dolly and Billiards, they're back. Time for the team of the weekend. Without further ado, here's the team. As you guys can see there in goal, we've gone for the man, Edouard Mendy from Chelsea. Look, the saves this guy pulled off. First of all, Chelsea won 1-0 against Brentford on the weekend, in case you don't know. But Brentford were all over them most of the game. The way that Tony and Boema were playing, Brentford deserved, and I hate to say this in football because nobody deserves anything, but Brentford deserved the goal at least. But they couldn't get it. You know why? Because of Edouard Mendy. He was imperious in in this game. Kept them out numerous times. Yeah, go the weekend. Had to go to Edouard Mendy. What a fantastic performance. Now moving on to the defense, we have the man um, Ben Chilwell from Chelsea. Reason why he's in his team is because of that fantastic goal he scored against Brentford, the winning goal. Funny enough, Chelsea didn't have a lot of chances here, but the chance that Chilwell got, he really took well, and it's great to see those sort of strikes from defenders. I love me a screamer from a defender. So yeah, Ben Chilwell gets into the team. Next to him, we have his teammate there, Trevor Chalobah. This is the second time that Chalobah is in his team, in our team of the week, because his performance, every time this boy plays, he does really well. He pulled off a last ditch goal line clearance there against Brentford again to keep the win for Chelsea. A match saving clearance, essentially. And yeah, because of that performance, he deserves to be in this team. Moving on in defense again, we have the old man, Chiellini. Juventus' start to the season has been somewhat not great. Now, that's what we use, somewhat not great. But they slowly getting up there. And this game against Roma was a potential banana skin. It was another one where they could have lost and could have ended up losing more ground on the leaders. But they were able to salvage a 1-0 draw. And a lot of that was down to Chiellini's three blocks. He pulled off three almost goal-saving blocks against Roma, where if he wasn't there, it would have been so fire goals. And if those goals had gone in, it would have been a different story for Juventus. So yeah, because of his performance over the weekend against Roma, Chiellini makes into the team. Next to him, there with his teammate Shiglio. Again, defensively, he was outstanding. He was always there, last ditch tackles, last grab tackles. He made sure that Abraham's couldn't score in the second half there. He provided the assist sort of for the only goal of the game. So a really great performance by the Shiglio, and he makes his team of the week. Now into the midfield is becoming a given really. Mohamed Salah. Look again, guys. I repeat, this is the best player in the world right now. No one can come close to him. Mohamed Salah had a goal, had an assist. It's obvious why he's in that team of the week. And then it's really it's nice to have it's nice to have these two in the team there. Keegan Dolly and someone to do them both. Keegan Dolly, Kama Billiat, both in the team. It's the CB of the CBD. Fantastic interplay between them two. Between them, there were 3 goals, 3 assists. All assists were for each other. It's refreshing to see them clicking this way, and hopefully they continue it and help Chiefs rekindle its stature in our football. Now moving forward, there again going with the three there. Firmino over 10. Thought of him. Robert Firmino hat trick over the weekend, and an assist. No one more deserving than him. great performance, took his goals well, did him in his team. And up front with the two Bundesliga lethal killers, the men who are competing for the Golden Boots, Lewandowski and Erling Haaland. Over the weekend, they both scored 2 goals. It's really going to be tight between them to see who gets the Golden Boots. But yeah, they're showing again why they're the two best strikers in the world, and it's gonna be a mess next season when one of them goes to Man City, because that is gonna happen. So yeah, guys. Anyway, that's the team of the week. Now let me know your thoughts and what you think. Guys, those are the takeaways. Not that many this weekend. Not much really happened. I don't even have a shock result. Even every result as expected. Even that 4-2 result like for Leicester against Man United, I did expect them to lose. So nothing really shocked me this weekend. No shock results. Um, just heavy football's back. You know, much I hate international break. This week we have Champions League game. In fact, starting today, we have PSG playing. We have Man City playing. It's gonna be some more excitement there, and we look forward to these games. Anyway, catch me on Friday when I bring you guys my FPL team, and over the weekend when we enjoy the games. Once again, thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. Let me know what you guys think of my takes, and thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.